Alright, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Patrick and this is Valor Aquaponics. If I look a little, if I'm glistening in the camera right now, if I look absolutely exhausted, it's because I am. It is actually almost 7:30 p.m. on Friday night. I've spent the entire day here. I have been here since 8:30 this morning. I'll show you why. But I'm actually going to stay here overnight just because I'm expecting a delivery tomorrow, and last week that delivery came super early and I couldn't get here in time, so that was a big snafu. I want to be here for the delivery. We're getting more lumber from Home Depot, so that's why I'm going to stay here tonight, and as a result I'm actually going to try to get some other things done, and I will show you that in just a minute. So lots been going on. Monday is our Common Council meeting, so we are, it's crunch time right now, and so our entire place is just a train wreck right now. So we have parts and boxes. I mean, we've got so many boxes right now because we've had tons of deliveries. It's just amazing how many deliveries we've had, and so we've just got boxes and boxes galore. So I don't want to show you guys any of that, but I'm going to show you guys what I've done recently, what I've done today, things that I'm going to be doing over the weekend that you will probably get to see in the next video, which will be uploaded probably sometime mid next week, probably Tuesday or Wednesday. So let's not waste any more time. Let's just get started. Alright, so we're here in the germination room. So I just finished this up today, at least this side. So as you can see, there's water in the aquarium. Don't mind the drill, or that's technically an impact, but I forgot to move it. But basically what's going on is we have a pump here that's actually about 1,000 gallons, a little over 1,000 gallon rated pump, but I actually have a ball valve to reduce it, just because I had to change the design. I have 3 pumps in there, and that actually feeds these pipes that go up into the grow bed. So that one doesn't have any trays in it, but these do. So these are the actual trays we're going to be using. I think I just bumped the mic. So there's another tray here, and actually you could see one of the plugs that we're going to be using here. So this is actually wet. So this is going to be one of the plugs. So these trays are made specifically for these plugs. There's actually nothing in that plug right now. I just kind of shoved it in there and I forgot about it. So I'm going to be, and then this is a sump. So it's a filter. What it's doing, it's taking the water from here. It's taking it's going to take all the poop and stuff that's on the bottom, all the dirty water. It's going to pump it over and down, and this basically this I don't know what to call it. My brain's just having amnesia right now. So this pad basically catches all the big solids, and then it flows through, because there's actually holes drilled inside this plastic drawer. It goes down into this bottom drawer where I actually have tons of these. I have about 12 of these in the bottom of there, and that's actually a biofilter, and that's going to help basically keep the bacteria. It's going to help them grow, give them a space to live. And what that's going to do is, once all that poopy and ammonia filled water comes over, those bacteria are going to help break it down. Then we have these 3 pumps. It pumps it up the pipe and feeds that nutrient rich water to all of our little seedlings here. And I actually will be installing lights tonight, at least for these 2. So we'll have lights in here. It's going to feed the seedlings, and then this way we don't have to use any fertilizer whatsoever. This water is going to be probably close to 80 degrees, maybe a little bit warmer, mainly because I want the tilapia to start breeding. So I'm going to actually only put about 3 or 4 tilapia in this tank. One male to about 3 or 4 females. Hopefully they start laying eggs. or yeah, start laying eggs, and then I'll be able to start breeding them. And then, but you know, we want to use as much natural products and as much natural fertilizer as possible. So we don't want to use anything that would harm our organic certification. So over here, I'm going to be doing the same thing. I've started, so I did all the drainage over here. It's a little darker over here. There's the lights out. I just haven't gotten to replacing it. So I've got all of this plumbed. I actually ran out of 45-degree angle, which is crazy because I've been to Home Depot twice today, and I even bought more 45s. However, I didn't anticipate needing 45s for this project, actually for another project too. So once again, I swear I feel like I live at Home Depot. So I'll be able to finish that up tomorrow or probably Sunday, because tomorrow Edward's coming, so we got a lot of work to do, him and I together. We want to try to limit as much of the driving as possible, so I'll probably finish that tomorrow. I may or may not put the feed. I'm pretty exhausted right now, so we'll see what happens there. Let me take you guys back through, disregard the mess here. Like I said, it is a mess. I'm not even gonna show you guys the hallway. So here's all of the boxes I'm talking about. But here, I don't know if you guys can see this, we have a lot of new fish in here. And I'll explain where these fish came from and what we're planning on doing with them. I'll talk about that towards the end of the video, so I hope you guys stick around for that. It's gonna be a lot of really good information. But let me take you guys inside the warehouse. I'm gonna try to limit as much editing as possible because once again, I'm exhausted. So, don't mind the fans. I'm gonna speak up a little bit. So, there's nothing in here. I don't know if I told you in my last video, we accidentally killed two of the koi. It's because this was not cycled, and the ammonia shot through the roof. And actually, I think it was more because we had severe thunderstorms, like really bad thunderstorms, come through here last week, and I think it actually knocked out the power, and I think 2 of them suffocated. So we're working on creating a battery backup. So right now I'm just getting this thing cycled again. Ammonia level is starting to drop. Nitrites are starting to go up, so it might be 3 or 4 days before this is ready. We did get our foam wraps. I did make a mistake, so now we get to drill out every single one of these holes to make them bigger. That was my fault. It's mainly because we were going to use different plugs. So these are the grow plugs when they're not soaking wet. So these are from, I believe these are Super Rooter. That's what they call them. I don't remember. So it's the new ones that we're getting from Hawthorne Gardening. So these are about 1.25 inches wide at the bottom. Well, the last plugs that I was buying was 1 inch at the top. So that's why I ordered 1-inch holes for these. So now we have to open these up a good 1/3 of an inch. So, or 3/8 of an inch, I should say. So, and we get to do a ton of them. I'll show you guys how many we have to do. So we got that going. Now we got something going on over here. Like I said, please bear in mind with the fans. So we have this little setup going on, and that's because Tuesday we're getting a delivery of all of our 3,000 trout, as long as Edward does not kill them again. So we're getting all of our trout, and we actually just temporarily hooked up this. This is an Eco Plus. It's actually backwards right now because I'm trying to get it fresh air through it. So this is actually the inlet. The outlet with the fan is on the other side with the controls. And this is just a temporary setup for just a few weeks while we get the pool built and get it cycled. So what it's doing right now is chilling the water. So originally this water temperature was about 73 degrees. It is currently at, if it would focus, 60.8. So it's actually I'm actually bringing it down to about 58, 57 degrees. That's going to be perfect temperature for the tilapia. Never mind the little jimmy rig that I did here. It's mainly because we have only one of these because they're very expensive. And so we're actually pumping water from this to there and then pumping it down into here, and then pumping from here to here. And so we did it so that we don't have to buy 2 of these right now, because like I said, those are over $1,000. They're actually retail. This one retails for I think about $1,700. So they're very expensive, but it works very well. I did not think it would work this well. So but we did it so that we can have both pools, because we don't want to stick all 3,000 trout. Granted, the trout's going to be, I don't know if you're not going to be able to really tell. They're going to be about 1 inch to 1.5 inches long. And even though that's not terribly big, especially in a 300-gallon tank right here, or this is a pool, we didn't want to overload them. So we want to put them in both. So we're just kind of doing basically doing a little trickery. I will be actually setting up a UV filter later tonight over on this tank, because that's the inlet for the chiller. So I'm actually going to, because the water's turned a little bit greenish from some algae. This has actually been in the warehouse for a few weeks. Even though the air's been running, it's been extremely warm in Wisconsin. We're talking consistently 85 degrees and warmer. So we got a little bit of algae growing. So we bought a UV filter, and we're going to be hooking that up. Now, we just filled this up the other day, and I don't know if you guys can see in here, but we also have some new faces in here. Now, once again, I will talk about that in a minute. So, we have gotten quite a bit of work done. I'm gonna walk around here. So this is the grow bed. You're like, how can this be a grow bed? There's no front to it. And that's mainly because we still have to put the vinyl liner in it, and we would rather not put the vinyl liner over a wall. We would rather just stick it in and then put the wall up. So we just figured that might be a little bit easier. We are still not done. We have worked so hard the last 3 or 4, actually the last 5 days. Really the 3 days, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I believe. Or is it Sunday, Monday, Tuesday? I don't remember. It's a blur. So we have worked our butts off all those days, and we're still not done. This one, the second to the top row, is almost done. We have actually already started the top row way over there. This row, oh, this one up here is not done, and we still have to put the back supports for the 2x12s. And the reason why we're using wood, I don't know if I explained this before, is for cost. It doesn't look as nice as, say, fiberglass or metal, but this is significantly cheaper. For us to build these out of wood, you're looking at $4,000 or $5,000. For us to be able to do this, if we wanted to do this in fiberglass, we would have to get them custom made, and we would have to actually get them made in sections. And it would cost us probably about $50,000, maybe between $30,000 and $50,000 if I really could find somebody that would be willing to work with us. But the preliminary numbers that I got were about anywhere between $30,000 to $50,000, and we just don't have those kind of funds. So we'd rather make it out of wood. Hopefully, when the new one goes here, we will be able to do fiberglass. So this will be hopefully getting done this weekend. Edward's coming tomorrow. He'll be here all day. I will be here Sunday. Edward, I think, is coming in later in the afternoon. And then Monday, Tuesday, him and I are going to go hard, try to finish as much as possible, because the pool still has to be built over there. And there's actually going to be a little deck that I have to build around it too. So once again, a lot of work. We just got these in. These are two 275-gallon totes. This one's going to be picking up all the poop out of the fish pool, and then basically it's going to swirl, and then eventually it's going to be basically a pipe right here, and it's going to lead out to this one, and this is the mineralization tank. So this is like a giant sump. So once again, big poop filter. It's going to take out all the solids, or as much of the solids as possible, separate the solids. It'll still have all the wonderful nutrients, as I would call it, the ammonia and whatnot in this water, but we're actually gonna use gravity this time to just flow it into here, because this will be elevated a couple feet above this one. It's going to actually flow through the top, come through the top, and this one is actually going to have all the bioballs in there. So it's gonna have all the nitrifying bacteria. This is what's gonna start breaking down the ammonia into nitrites and nitrates, and we're gonna then pump. So then this is actually gonna come out the bottom, and it's gonna be connected to a pump, and then we're gonna pump it up to the grow beds. So then here is what I was talking about with the rafts. We have about, I don't even know how many rafts we have. It's a lot. It's I think 250 rafts with 72 holes in each raft, and we have to open up the holes in every single one. So I am not looking forward to this. I'm also not looking forward to telling Edward, because he's already not a happy camper because we're so far behind. But I blame his OCD for that. So because he likes to go on cleaning tangents in the middle of a build. So, you know, leave a comment if you think that's a little weird. You know, we're in the middle of building this, and then he goes off for 3 hours to go organize a room because it's bugging him. So, you know, we're not shaming him. You know, let's not shame people with OCD. It is something that it's very hard to control, but it is putting a little damper on things. But we did get a nail gun. We got a really nice nail gun. So it's kind of helping. It's actually, the only thing that stinks is that I am too big to climb on top of here. It's a lot of weight. I'm a pretty big boy, you know. I'm pushing 3 bills, so that's a lot of weight to be putting down just vertically in like 1.5, 2 square feet. So whereas water, it's going to be spread out over the whole 50 feet, so it's a little bit different. So I can't really climb up there, where Edward weighs probably like $140 soaking wet. So he can climb up there, he can do all this stuff, but that means I can't help him. So that's what's slowing us down, is these 2 beds I could build. These 2 beds I cannot build because I can't climb up there. So that's what's slowing us down. However, we think we have a solution for that. Hopefully we get that taken care of. Now let me walk back to the warehouse, or back to the showroom, because I want to talk to you guys more about the koi. And once again, like I said, I don't feel like editing this video any more than I have to. So my exhaustion is making me lazy at this point, and you guys are just going for the ride here. So let me get out of this really hot and loud warehouse. So I'm gonna just put the camera right in front of the koi, and you guys can just watch them swimming. You know, kind of like Dory. Just keep swimming. Anyway, so I'm just gonna talk while you guys watch the fish. And basically, what's happening is we have 2 programs. We have a program with nextdaykoi.com, and we have a 10% deal with them. So you guys can get 10% off and off anything off their website, and it helps us. But the biggest thing is we actually have partnered up with a koi farm on the East Coast. And I don't know if you guys have heard of them, but they're called Blue Ridge Koi and Goldfish. So they're blueridgekoi.com. They do not sell to the general public, so they only sell to dealers. Luckily for us, being an aquaponics farm, we have both a fish farm permit, I should say. We have a fish farm permit, and we also have a resale license. So that means we can actually become a dealer, and that's basically what we did. We contacted them and said, hey, we actually are doing koi ponds as part of our aquaponics setup. You know, that's how we're going to be growing the tomatoes. I said, you know, we would really like to become a dealer. And they approved us, and so I've made the first purchase a couple days ago. These guys were shipped yesterday afternoon. They came in this morning, right around 10:30 this morning. All of them survived. So this is what they consider their premium. So they have 3 levels. They have standard, premium, and premium select. Premium Select is their cream of the crop. It's their best fish that they have. They're all going to be about 4 inches. They're considerably more expensive. So we decided to go right in the middle and go with premiums. Eventually we will get into premium selects. There's also the standard, which is basically what you would get at Petco and like PetSmart and a lot of the local stores. So, but we wanted to go with something a little bit better because we figure that the people that are going to want koi ponds in their yard want decent fish. They're not going to want something cheap. They're going to want, because these fish are going to live a long time. If you take care of them, they're going to live a very long time. So we want to make sure that we are providing quality fish. So we actually ordered 30 premium koi as part of their dealer program. That's all we have room for right now, just because we have those 3,000 trout coming on Tuesday. If we had the pool set up and we could put the trout in that pool with the 4,500 gallons, we could have actually ordered more koi. And we plan on ordering more koi probably in another month or so. We're going to play it by ear. Probably, actually, it might be not till October, because I'm actually we're getting news. There'll be news coming about what's happening in September. So that's big news that's coming up. Can't wait to show you guys that. It's not clickbait. It's exciting news. It's a big thing for us here in Wisconsin, in southeast Wisconsin. So these guys are gorgeous. I love it. And the thing with our dealer program is we cannot select what kind of fish. So I can't pick which color and which patterns we want. They just give us 30 fish and just give us an assortment. And I actually really like that, because it doesn't favor one dealer or another. It allows every dealer to get basically the same type of fish. And I love the coloring on so many of these fish. Like this one that's swimming right here, that's like right in front here. This guy right here. I've never seen that coloring before. It's like a silver that goes to like a brown that turns into like a light orange. Have never seen that before. That's a unique mutation. And I don't know if you guys see some of these guys, but they are a little chunky right now. It's because I fed them twice already. They are like destroying this aquarium right now because they were in the box for a day. So so what we plan on doing is between that koi pool that we have out there, which has about 12 koi in it, and then the koi in here, we're going to keep about between 10 and 15 of them for our 2 koi ponds that we're going to be starting off with. The rest we will start selling. However, we are going to wait probably a good 3 to 4 weeks before we start selling, mainly because we have to upgrade our fish farm license. We have a type 1, which allows us to have fish, allows us to breed fish, but does not allow us to sell fish. So, or at least does not allow us to sell to private people like you guys. Like if you wanted to buy koi from me, I couldn't legally sell them right now. So what I'm going to do next week is to upgrade our fish farm permit to a type 2, and that would allow us to sell to anybody, because these are ornamental fish, so we can sell to anybody that doesn't have a restriction, and these will be listed individually on our website. So that's going to be fun, because I have to capture each one that we want to sell, take pictures, and upload them to our website. So if you guys don't know about our website, it's ValorAquaponics.com. We do have an online store. There are stuff that we do have in stock already. So if you guys are looking at building an aquarium or building a pond or doing a small aquaponics setup, we do have some equipment in stock right now. So we have aquascape products right now. We do have products from Hawthorne Gardening. So that's going to be like, so we have Eco Plus pumps that are actually going to be coming in. That Super Rooter, I believe is what it's called. We have those trays coming. We have tons of those actual plug trays. We actually have over 100 of those in stock. The big trays, we're still waiting. They were back ordered. The Eco Plus pumps were back ordered. We do have tons of those Super Rooter plugs. They come in 50 packs, so they are listed on our website. You can buy them right now. And eventually we're going to have these guys on there, some of them on there. So we need to decide which ones we want to keep and which ones we want to sell, and then we will take pictures, and once it's ready, we will list them just to let you know, you will have to pay for overnight shipping. So it's always best that you probably buy more than one. Granted though, you have to have a big enough aquarium or pond. Typically this is a 120 gallon aquarium. You probably wouldn't want to have more than 2 or 3 in here. Right now I have quite a bit just because of the fact that we just got them in today. And I didn't want to overload that pond. Actually that pond was, or that pool was actually really cold today. So I didn't want to kill. I want to separate them so we didn't have like a mass kill off in case there was an issue with the koi pond in there, and I didn't want to use the koi pond that's still being cycled. So and I know this aquarium has already been cycled. This aquarium was cycled like a month and a half ago. So they're going to be in here for at least probably a few more days, and then a lot of them will actually be going into the koi pond. And that's where they belong, because that's a lot more room. That's 300. That's almost 300 gallons for them to swim in. It's plenty of room. They'll get separated into 2 ponds, so there will probably be about 10 in each, 15 in each, and it's more than enough room for them for their size. These are about 4 inches. So if you guys are interested, leave a comment. Let me know if you guys are interested in buying any koi. They will be basically priced at what a lot of other places sell them for. You know, maybe we'll do a discount code for all of you guys that watch these videos. Actually, you know what? I will do a discount code for anyone that wants to buy koi through us. But you know, from watching the videos, you know, because you know you guys are doing us a favor by watching these videos. So you know, if you're part of the Valor Aquaponics family, you know, we want to reward you guys. So you know, I'll get that set up. Give me a couple weeks to finish the system and get these guys acclimated. They're really skittish right now, so we're just kind of working on getting them used to people. I don't think they've ever been in an aquarium before, so just kind of getting them used to people. We're getting them trained on pellets, so just bear with us. But a lot's been going on. Hopefully our next video will show a more complete system. I understand that this video was probably a little bit more dry than you probably would have liked, or it was a little bit different. But you know, we're trying our best here. Okay, you know, I'm not perfect here. You know, I'm not some of these. You know, I'm not one of those guys that's a big comedian. Okay, you know, I'm just, I'm analytical. You know, forgive me, I'm Asian, so that's just how I am. So actually, my dad, who is not Asian, was very analytical too. So just a little side note there. But yeah, so I'm trying to make these videos a little bit lighter, a little bit more fun. Edward, once I told Edward I want him in more of the videos, because him and we start getting on a rant, and it gets funny. Sometimes borderline inappropriate. So there might be a lot of editing in those videos. But you know, thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for you know, watching our channel. Thanks for subscribing to all of our subscribers and those that keep coming back. You know, this is really big. You know, these are big steps for us. You know, we're a brand new company. And we're a legitimate company, you know, and we're just 2 regular guys just trying to live out our American dream here. So, you know, anything that you guys can do to help us is greatly appreciated. You guys watching these videos really helps us. So, you know, we ask that you subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell button so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. And because, I mean, the next couple videos are going to be basically the system getting fully set up here. So, you know, there's some big milestones coming ahead, so you guys want to stay tuned for that. So I don't want to make this video any longer than it is. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to be the change that you wish to see in the world. And you know, these koi and I will see you guys later. You guys have a great night.